Welcome to the podcast, Leading and Growing Your Real Estate Business by Coach James Short. This podcast is designed to help you with strategies, insights, and ways to increase sales, build and lead high-performing teams, and ultimately grow your business. Your host, James Short himself, also shares some of his secret sauces on how he helps his own clients achieve business growth quickly and easily. James has been coaching those in the real estate and property industry for close to 10 years now, and his clients keep on saying, since working with James, their results have been outstanding, giving them more money, time, and fulfillment. James is offering a free strategy call to those listening to see how he can assist you to take your business to where you want to go. Simply go to jamesshort.com.au/strategy and book in a time today. Now on with the show.
Hi, and welcome to Leading and Growing Your Real Estate Business. This is Coach James Short, and welcome to 2020. Can you believe it? Growing up, it's quite interesting watching the Jetsons and so forth and thinking about how there'll be flying cars and so forth by the year 2020. Well, I think we're almost there. May not be mainstream now, but we're certainly off. I've seen drones delivering foods and so forth and so forth. So not far away. So anyway, I hope you had a lovely break. And this is our first episode for 2020. And we're really excited to share some of the things that we've been going through with our clients already in January. Can you believe it? We're almost through the end of January. This is an opportunity to really, if you haven't already, if you've had some time off, if you maybe still planning and taking some relaxing time, or you may be even back into full swings, full steam ahead, and you are rocking and rolling. So today we're excited because I'm going to take you through our 12-month planner on what we do with our clients. Now, we recently had our client event, and if you'd love to be a guest at one of our next events, just go to jamesshort.com.au, check on events, and look at intensives and find out when the next intensive along is. Send me a message, come along, be our guest and check it out and really get clear on what are the plans and what's the strategy that you need to do, and being held accountable with some like-minded individuals and myself kicking up the backside with a size 9.5. So this 12-month planner really, I guess, gets some clarity. And what I realized time and time again is people have some great hairy, audacious goals when it comes to, maybe New Year's resolutions or setting their goals usually in the first couple of weeks of January or even before January hits. And we get really excited and we get out there and we go. And usually come by February or March, that the motivation and the intensity is really start to drop off. Now, if you're listening this on our podcast, either through SoundCloud or iTunes, we've also got our James Short TV at YouTube, where it's our video of this podcast, or a vlogcast, so to speak. And I'm going to go through our 12-month planner, and you'll see the outline and how we've gone through it. Now, even if you'd like a copy, just send me a message, either PM through private message, send me an email at james@jamesshort.com.au, or send it through any of the other social platforms, and I'll send a copy of this 12-month planner for you so you've got it on file and you can work through it in your own time. And if you'd like a hand to go through it with you, more than happy to do that as well. So go to James Short TV at YouTube, send me a message, and I can send you through the file as well. Now, the reason why a lot of this planning doesn't work for people is they set some great goals, but they're not actually super clear on their goals. Now, I was talking to a client when we were going through this process, and one of their goals was to get more organized. I said, great goal. But actually, what does getting more organized to you? And he stopped and he thought, he goes, that's a good question. I said, because your definition of getting organized and my definition of getting organized can be completely different. And how do you measure being organized? Is it following your ideal week? Is it having no emails in your inbox every day? What is actually the true essence for you of being organized? And you could see that cogs start shifting and so forth. He says, it's actually emails. He goes, if I could just get a handle on my emails, then I have the feeling of being organized. I said, fantastic. So we're going from 0 inbox every single day. Is that the goal? He goes, yep, great. I said, now can you see how when you explain that, I know what you know, we can clearly measure it. It's attainable. We've got a time orientated by the end of first quarter. And you can see how the clarity will now bring structure and motivation moving forward. Because when we spoke about getting organized, it was great, but it wasn't clear enough. It didn't have that meat to it. So this process will get that clarity for you. And even though we might have 1,001 different goals that you might want to set for this year, it's about nutting it down and getting super clear and mapping them out in the SMART principle. So specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time orientated. But also having some serious goals of the level of importance, because we could have goals that, it'd be nice, but we could have goals like, this is a non-negotiable. This is something that needs to happen. I'm going to be moving mountains to make it happen. And then from there, what we've come up with is our goal and KPI tracker. And this is a bit of a game changer for a lot of our clients, is now we've got those goals and now what are those activities that we need to commit to every single day, every single week, every single month that's going to move you closer and actually then achieve those goals. Because what happens, as I mentioned previously, we get so excited, we go in February and March, that motivation and inspiration starts to decrease. And so what happens from there is we lose that energy, we lose that drive, we lose that intensity. And next minute we're chasing a shiny ball and we're moved on to something else. And that goal is either fallen by the wayside and actually can be forgotten. So my definition, which I've mentioned before, of goal achievement is this: positive activity compounding over time. Now, a lot of the time that activity is not sexy. It's not cool. It's not fun. But reaching that goal and actually who you become along the way in relation to reaching that goal is life-changing. So, you may have followed us on the social channels at Coach James Short. And recently I had to change my goal because I was training up for an ultra marathon, 100-mile run, which is only a couple of weeks away in February. But due to injury, I've had to change that goal and change the mindset and change how the story that I'm telling myself in relation to that goal. Looking at what that injury, what that actually meant, and what do I need to learn from that, and how do I not go through that same process again. So, are you ready? Let's roll the sleeves up and let's go through this 12-month planner so it allows you to really kickstart your year, supercharge it, and achieve some of those amazing goals that we're set out to achieve. So this 12-month planner, once again, if you're listening to this on SoundCloud or iTunes, fantastic. But also jump over to James Short TV at YouTube, where we've got the recording of this, and you'll see my screen as I've shared this screen and as I'll walk you through. So the first page we've got here is so important. This is your page. This is your name, goals and plans for the year ahead. All right, so important just to get that right. Now, the second page we've got here is your vision board. Now, this is super important. And I was explaining to someone the other day. They go, well, what is a vision board? Now, a vision board is a collation of your goals in the one page, as you see here, in pictures. Now, when we think about our goal, we think about our goals in pictures. And what happens when we think about these goals, it sparks a certain change in our physiology. We might get excited, our hair on our skin might stand up, we might change our breathing. So we have an internal change. And that internal change then shifts our behavior. That behavioral change goes, right, okay, what do I need to do? What's the next step? That then changes our actions, and then therefore that changes our results, or by having this in our mind. And so when we can clearly see this time and time again, when we're reviewing our goals and looking through our goals and having this, looking at this on a daily basis, this will start to trigger that motivation. And what happens is it's called our reticular activating system, our RAS, which will then guide us to what needs to happen, what's that next step, and allow us to move us closer. Now, remember when you last bought a car, and you may have heard this story before. You drive out of the showroom or you pick the keys up and you drive down the road. Next minute, you see all these similar cars. Now, they were always there. They were always there. But what happens is that because you've been so focused on this car, you'll start to see other like cars right in front of you. And so what great little strategy for your vision board is this. This is why I love to tell clients on how to quickly do your vision board. Is you got your goals list, which we're going to be working through in a minute. Go over to, and you open either a Keynote or PowerPoint, depending on what platform that you use, and just open one slide. And then open up Google Images and type in your goal. And then when you type in your goal, you'll have all these images that come up. Then copy and paste that image into that slide, just that one slide. And what will happen is that you'll have a collation of all these pictures onto one sheet. Then you can press print, and then you can put that one sheet into this section here. What we do with our family, we do our vision boards over the Christmas break, over the holiday break. We print them out, a number of copies, all the kids and myself and Nat, my wife, and we laminate them. And we actually put them in the shower because obviously one has a shower every day, one hopes. And so therefore you see your vision board in the shower, and you just, as the shower's dripping, you can just visualize and see those goals in front of you. It's a great way. It's also a great way to help the family members as well and check in on how they're progressing. Now, the introduction for this is your big picture planner for the year ahead. This needs to be reviewed monthly to ensure you stay on track, add more goals on, and take certain goals off. These goals need to cover all aspects of life: health, business, relationships, finance, investments, new learnings, experiences, and any other area that you choose. Within each area, firstly, what we're going to do is to brain dump all the goals that you're wanting to achieve in that area. Then we're going to rate each goal out of 10 as level of importance that you want to achieve for the year. Now, 1 being least important and 10 being most. So you might have a couple of 9s, a couple of 10s in this brain dump. Then what we're going to choose is your top 3 goals for the year for each of the area. Now, finally, remember, as I mentioned previously, to set the goals using the SMART principle: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-orientated. You will be challenged by myself if you want to submit it. More than happy to send your goals through. I'm happy to have a look over it, and I'll challenge you on those goals. Are they smart? All right, are they smart? So let's go ahead and let's have some fun by creating your best year yet. Now, the reason why we do in all aspects of life is this. If we're just focused on the business, and your health suffers, well, how are you then going to perform in your business if your health suffers? If you're just going business, and you've got a family, and you don't have goals for your family, then your family will suffer. Same thing with investments, same thing with relationships, same things with new learnings and experiences. So this is the perception. Hear this loud and clear. This is the perception of balance. I have a strong belief that there is no balance, but it is the perception of balance, and it's where we focus our energy. Because we can focus our energy on all these aspects, but it's who do we need to be on those aspects to really get that benefit and that feeling of like, okay, great, now put that area down, put that in the cabinet, in the drawer. I'm going to open up a different drawer and now focus on this key area. And what happens is that you get this holistic approach to life. It's very, very powerful because they're all interrelated. Our health, our energy is required to perform in business. Our business allows us the cash flow to help our finances, investments, and maybe new learnings and holidays and so forth. Our relationship and communications is the essence of everything that we do in life. So we look how it's like a web, evenly and entwined by everything. So we're going to start with the first section, and that is health and fitness. And this, my belief, is the most important area of life. Without your health, how can you enjoy all other areas of life? Just imagine if you maintain consistency with this area, what could you achieve physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? Now, have you ever thought about competing in a race, maybe a Tough Mudder race or a half marathon or an ocean swim? What about even going vegan or booze-free, alcohol-free? How about meditating? So what are your health and fitness goals for 2020? So let's begin with a goal dump for the year. I want you to get it all out of your head and remember writing in the SMART principle, all those goals that you want to achieve for this year. Now, before you move on, before you continue listening to this podcast or watching it on James Short TV, I want you to just press pause and I want you to go ahead and I want you to do this whilst you're listening. Now, if you're listening to it in the car, please don't do it while you're driving. Pull over, spend some time, and we allocate just 3 minutes to do this whole process, right? It doesn't take long. Put the stop clock on and time yourself. Once you've done your goal dump, so go ahead and do that now. And welcome back. Now, if you're one of those high achievers and want to go through it all and do it in your own time, totally fine, totally fine. So the next step is rating your goals. So you'll have goals from 1 to 10 rating. So you could, as I said, you could have a couple of 9s, a couple of 7s, a couple of 10s. But I want you to choose, once you've rated your goals, your top 3. Now, these top 3 goals will usually make the other goals either easy or unnecessary. You usually have top 3 goals that the other goals will fit under. So don't worry about that. Just choose your top 3 goals. Now, the next part is a cool part. This is the part I really love. This is when you get really associated to this goal. And this is looking at your top 3 goals. We're going to write your top 3 goals at the top of this page. And you're going to answer the following questions. And here are the questions. What will it mean to me once I've achieved these goals? What will it mean to me if I don't achieve these goals? How will achieving these goals impact my life? Who do I need to be consistently in order to achieve these goals? Interesting. What would hold me back achieving these goals? Do I have the strategies to overcome these obstacles or things holding me back? Who do I need to enroll in order to help me achieve these goals? And do I know the activity required and prepared to consistently commit to completing the activity in order to achieve these goals? How will I celebrate achieving these goals? And am I ready to successfully achieve these goals? Now, these questions will bring out stuff that you may not have thought about it before. What it does, it opens up areas where you could be having a belief that may be self-sabotaging you around these goals. It could bring up things where you might have excuses in the past around these goals. And so what it does, it brings up all the strategies, it brings up all the resources, it brings up all the answers where you might need to investigate further to help you move forward to achieve these top 3 goals. Great. Now we're going to move on. The next section is the business. Now, this area of life will help you fund your other goals. It will allow you to have more money, more meaning, and more freedom. When you break down your business goals, think about the business chalice. Now, these areas of the business chalice consist of your lead generation. So what goals, strategies need to happen to create continual lead flow? Example, referral partners, social strategy, content creation. Next part is your conversion. What needs to happen to convert these leads into clients and customers? So appointment funnel, presentation kit, or video series. Client fulfillment. Now they're a client customer. What is their, for example, average dollar sale, length of being a client, your upsell opportunities or referral opportunities? Your business structure. So a good foundation requires your legals, accounting processes, systems, insurance, and reporting to be up to date. So what needs work here? And team. Who's on your team now and who needs to be on it throughout the year that aligns to your growth? Now, lastly, what will be your revenue goal, your profit goal, your days off per week goal? Interesting. And what I call your day spent in your genius goal. Now, your genius is something that allows you, it doesn't seem like work. You could be doing this all day, but it helps you grow the business. So that could be, talking to clients, could be prospecting new clients. It could be working with the team, whatever it is. What is your genius to help you grow the business? All right. So that's the business. Ready? Once again, we're going to do a brain dump for the year. You're going to rate your top goals and then choose your top 3. Now, once you've done that, take some time, press pause, go ahead and do that. Now, what we're going to do from there is move on to the next, which is, yes, you got it right, the top 3 goals and answering the top 10 questions. Once again, what will it mean to me once I've achieved these goals? What will it mean to me if I don't achieve these goals? How will achieving these goals impact my life? Who do I need to be consistently in order to achieve these goals? What would hold me back achieving these goals? Do I have strategies to overcome these obstacles? Who do I need to enroll in order to help me achieve these goals? Do I know the activity required and prepared to consistently commit to completing the activity in order to achieve these goals? And how will I celebrate achieving these goals? And am I ready to successfully achieve these goals? Love it. Now, the next section, cool little section, is relationships. This area is, what relationships do you need to work on this year? Are they new relationships or ones that need developing? This could be personal relationships, business relationships. Do you need to have more friend time scheduled, date nights with your partner, time with your kids if you have them? Would you like to find a partner? And what do you need to work on you first? All right. So once again, with this, it could be business relationships, it could be personal relationships. What's the goal dump for you? Let's go. Once again, what's the goal dump? Rate your goals and choose your top 3. Now, once again, go over to James Short TV, check the video out of this, because this will go through all the different questions that you need to answer after you've chosen your top 3 goals. Now, the next section is your finance investments. So what would you like your savings plan to look like this year? All right. How will you structure it? We follow the profit first methodology. Who do you need to speak with or consult to assist with your finances? What investment opportunities would you like to commit to this year? And what needs to happen to make that a reality? All right. Once again, let's brain dump, goal dump, all the goals that you want to achieve this year in relation to your finance investments. Now, once again, it only takes 3 to 4 minutes to do this. Rate your goals and then choose your top 3. And once you've done that, remember to go through the top 10 questions. Get really clear and associated what these goals mean to you and how will they make a massive impact? How will they make a difference? How will you celebrate? What resources do you need? Who do you need to enroll to make that happen? Now, the next section we have is new learnings. So what would you like to learn this year? How will you work on yourself? Is it a personal development course? Maybe a retreat or even a language? Remember, we need to continually be learning and growing as our mind is a muscle that needs to develop. And what area of you, if you've got a handle on it, will take all the other goals to the next level? Now, this could be time management, self-confidence, leadership. Maybe you need to work on certain limiting beliefs or even cooking classes that would help. What would really take you and your goals and business and you personally to the next level? All right. So that's new learnings. Once again, let's brain dump, goal dump, rate your goals, choose your top 3, go through the questions, the top 10 questions, and then we move on to the next area, which is experiences. Now, experience is about what holidays would you like to experience this year? Where would you go? Who with? How long for? Is there an adrenaline experience that you'd like to do this year, like skydive or bungee jump? Or what about experiences like a silent retreat or even swimming with the sharks to really take you out of your comfort zone this year? Once again, let's goal dump for the year, rate your goals, and choose your top 3. And answer the questions, those top 10 questions. Now, is there anything else that we've missed? Have we missed any other area that you feel that you need to do a brain dump or goal dump? Is there any other area or goal that doesn't fit into the other categories that you want to achieve this year? Once again, go through the goal dump, rate your goals, choose your top 3, and go through those top 10 questions. Now, the last thing is our commitment and contract statement. Here it is. I, insert your name, are committing to achieve these 12-month goals. I know it all won't be easy and smooth sailing. However, I know what is required of me, by me, and for me. These goals will impact my life like no other and will allow me to fully become more of who I am. It'll allow me to be more, do more, and achieve more. I commit to the following: plan daily and weekly in relation to these goals, review these goals monthly, measure performance weekly by submitting my KPIs. This is what we do with our clients. We get them to submit their KPIs every single week. So I know what's working. I know what's on track. So they're not going down rabbit holes. They're not getting overwhelmed. They're not chasing shiny balls. I help others to achieve, as I know the law of reciprocity, to put my hand up when I need help, to commit to turning up to all events that support these goals, commit to the daily activity that is required to achieve these goals, commit to being the person I need to be in order to achieve, commit to having fun, so important along the way, commit to the journey and enjoy it, even though sometimes it might be crap, technical term, commit to the bigger picture, commit to excellence, and commit to yourself because you deserve this. Then you put your name in, sign it, and date it. So there we go, guys. There's our 12-month planner that we've gone through with all our clients. They are supercharged and ready to go. If you'd like a copy, please send a message to them. I'm happy to share that with you because you achieve, we all achieve. And you know what? It's fun achieving it, do it together. Any questions, please let me know. Come over and check us out. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, The Real Estate Tribe, come over and check it out. We'd love to see you there. Some cool resources there as well. Have a wonderful day. Good luck for 2020. If there's anything I can do to help and serve, please let me know. This is Coach James Short. Bye for now.